So in this short video we're going to look at some other features of Scratch, such as creating random numbers. We're going to look at how to do loops and some other things that you might find useful to create some simple games with Scratch. First of all, we're just going to create a simple program that's going to count up to 10. So we're going to use a loop to do this, and we're going to have a variable that keeps track of how many times we've been around this loop. I'm going to call this count. And what I'm going to do is, when we start the program, we can set count to 1, and then what we can do is, each time we enter the loop, we can say for, let's just say for 1 second for now, what the value of our variable count contains. After we've said that, we can use change count by 1 to go in and add 1 onto our count. Let's have a look at that. There we go. So that's using a variable and loops to do some counting. Let's look at another program now. This time, see about random numbers. In the operators blocks, there's a block that says pick a random number between 1 and 10. Well, let's imagine we wanted to do something similar to what we just did a minute ago, but this time we're going to make the computer say random numbers as it goes around the loop rather than counting. So here we go, we're going to start the program and it's going to repeat this for 10 times. Each time it's going to generate a random number between 1 and 10 and then say that for us. Let's see that working. See, random numbers play an important part in lots of different games. What we'll do now is we'll change that to be just between 1 and 2. And then what we will do is, imagine we are having a game that involves flicking a coin, and what we could do is generate a random number between 1 and 2, and if the number was a 1, we could say that was going to be heads. Okay, if we wanted to say the opposite, if we want to get the tails out of that, if we actually change this a little bit, I'll change the if block to be an if then else block instead. We can then get Scratch to say tails. Speed this up a little bit, change those to be 1s, and what we should get now is random flicking of a coin, heads and tails, and it should loop round 10 times to do this. There we go, we seem to get quite a big run of tails, of heads in there that time. There we go, that seems a little bit more random. There we go. Okay, that should give you enough information to complete the next set of programming tasks.